How is Nigeria treating you?
Well, we are okay.
You've been here for decades within the political arena. How would you describe how Nigeria has treated both you and your people from the north and other Nigerians?
Well, we thank God that we are still alive, healthy, and of course, with our integrity and character intact.
Blood Pro family here, you won't believe what Kwankwaso said that him and Peter Obi is going to do for Nigeria. This is your opportunity to see it and hear it with your eyes and ears, respectively, so that people will not be lying to you and be telling you things that are not true. This is your chance. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's watch this video coming from the horse's mouth and we analyze together. Let's go.
And Nigeria today, especially when you look back, you would see all sorts of things, good, bad, and ugly. But all the same, I believe that this country has made some progress. Of course, we are not able to reach our full potential.
Did you hear that? Always putting Mr. Peter Obi in the discussion. That is why myself and His Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi, I love the fact that Kwankwaso admires Peter Obi. I love the fact that Kwankwaso, even having a higher qualification academically, supports Peter Obi's vision. I love the fact that the vision of two of these leaders with influences in different parts of Nigeria has come together to change this country, to help this country thrive. Let's continue watching and learning.
And that is why exactly my humble self and His Excellency Peter Obi are in the field, giving Nigerians alternative to what we are seeing today. That's the APC government, a government that is doing close to nothing on the issue of insecurity.
The government that is doing close to nothing on the issue of insecurity and economy. APC government doing close to nothing on the issue of insecurity. APC government doing nothing on the issue of insecurity and economy. It's evident. Everyone is feeling the heat. Even the APC supporters, they are feeling the heat too. That's it. Thank you so much, Alhaji Kwankwaso and Peter Obi, for giving Nigeria an alternative. Just like he said, that he's so happy to give Nigeria an alternative. Because they were about turning this country to... we just had a thin line. This country was about turning to a one-party system country. But that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Let's continue watching.
So also on the issue of economy, the infrastructure, employment of young men and women, especially agriculture itself, that we have seen that over this period, this government has decided to reverse the policy of Muhammadu Buhari, who was of the same party, the APC. Despite all the challenges of the policy, we have started seeing some results, especially that everybody went back to farm. But today, people are running away from the farm because of the cheap food, because of the subsidized food that we import from across the world. So all these things we have seen, but we thank God we are still having democracy, meaning Nigerians will be given an opportunity to approve what is happening or look for positive change.
As a former Minister of Defense, how do you think this current administration has handled the issue of tackling security that has not, yielded any result yet?
Well, actually, I will not be in a hurry to give them a pass mark because we have not seen the graph falling. On the contrary, the insecurity is increasing. And I think that is why Nigerians, including our presidential candidate, are very concerned about the insecurity in the country. And I believe that my humble self and His Excellency Peter Obi, working together as President and Vice President, I'm sure we'll get some solutions to what we are seeing.
So what are these solutions? Are there specifics? Are there angles that you would approach differently that will yield results that this
Oh, yes.
government has not adopted?
First of all, we will handle the issue of poverty.
Poverty. They always say it that poverty exposes people to various crime. A happy nation is an ideal nation. A nation with a happy people is a happy nation. When the people are happy, the nation is happy. I remember how common stealing was before the trend of this Yahoo stuff in Nigeria. There were no alternatives for the youth. It was either you are doing this job, the normal, hustling job, and then there were not so much, even the employment opportunities were not even there. So there came the invention of Yahoo. So Yahoo gave them an alternative. Both those that were not serious before, they suddenly became serious with their Yahoo work. And today, that has helped to lessen the amount of criminals we have in the streets. Yes, because they have an alternative. They are not going for other alternative, even though it's a criminal offense. They are criminal actions too, but they are other alternative. They are alternative. So they left that pattern of, crime and go to a much safer crime. Though it's a criminal offense, it's a criminal act, but it's much safer than carrying arms to people's home and, physically harassing them, physically oppressing them, physically inflicting harm on them and stealing from them. It's better than robbery. I remember how common robbery was then before the invention of that Yahoo stuff. It was so common. It was so common. But now it's not so common compared to what Nigeria population is right now. So for example, we cancel every internet illegalities. Do you know the amount of criminals we have in the streets? Even with the alternatives that those people are having, we still have this high amount of criminals in our street, this high amount of robbers, armed robbers in our street. What is going to happen then when those that have already had their income source, though not so legal, what is going to happen when you deprive them of their source of income? Do you take the source of food from a Nigerian man and you expect him to keep quiet? Whether what he's doing is legal or illegal, they will never keep quiet. They must continue seeking for their need. They must continue fighting to meet their need, especially putting food on their table. Let's continue watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button.
The issue of youth employment, especially the issue of agriculture, which we believe is holding about 70% of our young men and women across the country. Of course, we'll give all what it takes, we'll do whatever it takes. I'm sure His Excellency Peter Obi, being the
presidential candidate?
No, they're not the presidential candidates. Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces will take right decisions, especially the issue of boosting their morale, supporting them with their welfare, and of course the issue of munitions and all what it takes, including of course training and retraining and so on and so forth. And together with Nigerians, especially in those areas where we have insecurity now, because there is a huge mistrust between the people and even with the security agents that are working there, because many people believe that whatever they say may also be told to the bad guys there. So I believe working together with the general public, the society that we have in this country, and looking at all the issues that are bedeviling our nation, I'm sure the answer will come, meaning the insecurity will either be stopped completely or minimized to the barest minimum.
You are expressing so much confidence on Mr. Peter Obi. What informed this position of yours? How will you assess where he's coming from, his antecedents, and then why you have clearly, by your statement here, inferred that he has the capacity to deliver on these promises you're talking about?
Well, before the campaigns of 2023 election,
yes,
I knew very little about him. But since we decided to set up committees and also decided to be part of those committees
That is in 2023.
Before the 2023 election. We came into contact and exchanging our views, our visions and missions for the country. We realized that we could work together. That was why it became very easy for us to come together for these campaigns, of course, before the 2027 election.
What was the challenge in 2022, 2023 that robbed the Nigerian people the opportunity of
No, I
having
think we didn't know much about ourselves. We're trying really, because you see, my understanding of politics and even governance is always better to work with people with like minds. What we believe in is precisely what Peter Obi believes in. One, we believe in one indivisible, united Nigeria. We believe that we should work together to ensure progress and development in the country. We believe in helping the poor. We call them Talakawa here, right from the days of Malam Aminu Kano of blessed memory. We believe that most of the issues that we have here, especially that of poverty, was man-made, because we have all the potentials to ensure that every Nigerian has enough to eat, has an accommodation, has a school for his children, and so on and so forth. But if you look at it critically, that you see that the reverse is the case.
I love the alliance of these two visions. The vision of Mr. Peter Obi and the vision of Mr. Kwankwaso. Nigeria will be okay. Their vision seems to align so perfectly. If Peter Obi and Mr. Kwankwaso can happen to Nigeria, I don't know how possible it is. I don't know if it's going to be possible. But if it happens to Nigeria, a lot of good things are going to hit Nigeria. A lot. Trust me. A lot of good things are going to hit Nigeria. If you know you support Peter Obi and Kwankwaso, never stop supporting them. Because the visions align. The visions align. Kwankwaso is academically more qualified than Peter Obi. But he decided to repress his ego and, contest with Peter Obi as his vice, or run together with Peter Obi as his vice. What does that show? That shows what? Humility of a leader. That was the only way Mr. Kwankwaso could win my heart. For him to step down for Peter Obi. It shows that he is really humble. That's what it means. Because I know that there was no way Mr. Peter Obi would run as a vice president and ever again. It's not going to be possible. Because if he tries that, all his supporters are going to back up. That's it. So whoever your vote is going for in this coming election 2027, do not forget, tomorrow is not promised. Even though you have all the money today in Nigeria, you have all the money, you eat comfortably, you feed, you can take care of your family, tomorrow is not still promised. Insecurity is a big challenge in Nigeria. Think about that. Lord Pro family here, do not forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys in the next one. At this point in time, I'm out of this place. No time, no time. Cut to the camera.